Hi, Taurus. I am really excited to do your reading. Happy birthday. Happy Taurus season. I hope the April Tauruses had a beautiful birthday, and now we are here in May in the full flowering of your energy. And so it's really fun to do the reading with the earth energy so strong the way that it is right now. And with Saturn and Pluto hanging out in Capricorn, and then with the big movement of Uranus moving from Aries into Taurus this month. It's a big news for you guys. It's one of the big moments in the astrological year and this month specifically. Before I talk about the exact dates and do the cards, I just want to take a moment to thank all the mother energy out there. All the creative energy, the energy that creates art, creates beauty, creates life. That is energy that the power of which we cannot underestimate. And just taking a moment here to love on that energy is a beautiful thing. Okay, so Taurus. I'm thinking about you guys a lot. This month and coming into your reading in general. I've been thinking about you guys a lot because there's this thing going on with the energies around you this month. It's going to make it seem like you guys are the people that others can lean on. And I know this happens a lot for you guys in general because you're there, you're somebody that I know, the Tauruses in my life, I can turn to those Tauruses and they'll be there. No questions. However, here's the thing. You guys are going to seem really good on the outside. On the inside, though, you guys are kind of going through a personal shift, a personal revolution that's been kind of building up. This energy's been building up for a little while, and here it is. So, and so underneath, you may be not feeling like that person that you can be there for everybody all the time. And we've been talking about this for a while. It's something that you guys have been struggling with or learning about in yourselves and where you have limitations and where you enjoy it. So let's talk about the placements here. The note I have for you is this is a revolutionary time for you. And most astrologers will say that for Taurus this month. But we have Mercury is going into Taurus on the 13th, so we're starting to get that infusion of energy for you. Obviously, the sun will already have been in your sign for a little while. And then we have a new moon in Taurus on the 15th of the month, and that is the same day that Uranus enters Taurus. So it's this cool opening of a new era. Uranus takes about 7 years thereabouts to go through one sign. And we have been in Uranus and Aries for many years. And now we're entering a new phase and it really personally affects you. So 15th is a big day. It's a big day for reflection. It's a big day of setting intentions. It's a big day of listening in carefully, right? And then, of course, we have the sun starting to enter Gemini on the 20th. So there's your second house getting lit up, your money house getting lit up, and then a full moon in Sagittarius, your 8th house of death and transformation getting lit up. Can you see what I'm saying here with this energy for you guys? It's like nothing is going to let you just sit and be like the way you were before. Everything is going to be awakening in you, blossoming in you, which I think is actually a really good thing. And it's something that I think you will thrive off of. However, when you really get going on a ride, this is the best metaphor that's coming to mind as I'm shuffling here. When you get on a ride and like the seatbelt locks you in and there's that moment where you're like, wait a second, do I really want to go on that triple drop? And there's a part of you that's like, I don't want to. It's too late because you're locked into that seat and you're already like down the track. There may be moments where you feel a little bit of that. And of course you do the ride and it's great and it's fun and it's exciting and you get all the thrills and you come out and you're so glad that you went. But, be easy on yourself is what I'm saying. The cards came out really fast. I have to tell you guys that the major arcana in this reading is insane. It's mostly major arcana, what I just saw here on the table in front of me. And also, what I'm going to say is I'm doing 3 sets of 3 as usual to kind of work our way through the month. So We start off with what I was saying in my note about kind of what's going on with you guys. So we have the Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Everybody around you is going to be kind of looking to you. You know, you're the stars of the month in so many ways. The energy is very positive for you on so many fronts, right? You're getting revolutionized in a very cool way with Pluto and Saturn doing all this work in your 9th house, and then with Uranus entering your sign, and with Mercury entering your sign, and the sun in your sign, and you have a moon in your sign, so you've got all this energy just pouring into Taurus and just shining this bright light on you. But that's intense. It's pushing you, right? And so what it does when the energy is really good, it's funny how this happens. We do tend to get triggered a little bit to slow down and look internal, right? Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords. If you're worried about an investment, or you're worried about sharing something with yourself and you don't know which way to go, do you take that risk or do you stay put? Do you tell somebody how you feel or do you keep it to yourself? Do you put yourself in a position that is a big risk when it comes to what you create in the world, put yourself out there, or do you hold back? Both of these energies are kind of like, I'm not sure, right? One wants to preserve whatever's already there and just hold on to that. And one feels that there's no strong footing either way. Now, when I see this energy, I always think of it as protective energy. Like, this is energy that is fantastic for slowing down just a little bit and listening in. Because normally when these reflexes, these worry reflexes kick in, it's because there's some part of you that needs to be heard and then released. Elizabeth Gilbert has that amazing exercise that she likes to do, which is to write a letter to her fear, thank it for its service and what it's trying to do for her, acknowledge it, and then also say what she's really trying to accomplish. That might be something that's useful for you. Because on the other side, on the final card in this triplicate, is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is this infusion of robust, earthy energy, right? I mean, this is an infusion of money, but it's also an infusion of, it's like that youthful hope, you know, the hope of starting fresh, the hope of, you know, feeling invigorated physically. I mean, this guy is in shape. He's feeling good. He's feeling confident. He's feeling like he can put his body and his material possessions out there for the world to see. So you have a little bit of a dualism going on here. I think on the one hand, you're going to be feeling very bold, very hopeful, having your eyes set on that horizon, feeling very much that you do want to take risk. You do want to push into new horizons, a new solar year for many of you. For Taurus rising, this is just an infusion of energy. And honestly, with that Uranus shift taking place, it's kind of your time to have a personal revolution. That's what's so interesting about it, because it's inviting you to become the next iteration of yourself. In the next 7 or 8 years, you are going to be going through a huge amount of change, and this is the invitation, right? So no wonder you're getting a lot of this start and stop energy. This is a new dawn. So the first 3 cards are really showing that for me. So take the time to listen in, you know? Take the time to listen in. Now, this theme is continuing for me, but what's interesting about it is as we move through the month, and even as we get into the second half of the month, and we are solidly getting into Gemini energy by the 20th, your process of kind of backstepping and wanting to hide out and then moving forward is going to continue to shift more toward the active side, more toward the clarifying side. So where your dreams might have felt foggy or uncertain for the last few months, there's something going on here with a practical game plan, a practical 3 steps you can take to start to make the changes, right? And look at what we have here. 9 of Pentacles, Hanged Man, the Fool. So here's where the major arcana really starts to take over. And we have, so what do we have? Once again, there's something about your health this month that is really good, because between these two, there's this sense of just being really present with what you have. You know, you've got some good people around you. You have some stability. You may even feel that financially you're really getting that foot underneath you. You know, this is a lot of gratitude energy, and I think, honestly, Tauruses, you have that, you know? There's a pause here for enjoyment of what you have, and for me, this is suggestive of a very supportive environment, especially for Taurus energy to have this here with you. I feel like Nine of Pentacles is like, when Taurus is just feeling good and feeling supported, like, this is where you'd like to be, and I feel it for you. There is support there. There's a lot of, like, payoff showing up. The last year has been a big growth cycle for you, and as always, but yes, there seems to be this kind of looking back and realizing how much you've done. Now, this is really funny, and this is exactly like that nervousness and slowing down and not wanting to go forward, because the Hanged Man and the Fool are really just, they're two different modalities of the seeker, the searcher, actually. And I really love them for that, because they both have this elegant simplicity to their energetic framework. The Hanged Man comes first. And the Hanged Man is the simplicity of realizing all your answers come through you releasing resistance. Because the backstory of the Hanged Man is, you know, he is pinned up for some kind of accusation, right? In a very medieval way, and he can't get out of his bind. And yet, even though he's hanging upside down, there's probably people jeering at him, and he's in a pickle. He is enlightened. He's completely on path. He has released resistance from his situation. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be pinned up. The point is that, you know, in being in this space, you get a lot of infusion of ideas, and I think the downloads are going to be really strong. So this is going to be a power point for you, a power position for you this month. And I think, Taurus, you understand this energy in a way that a lot of signs don't, actually. And so I appreciate you for this, which is that you know how to listen into your being and slow down enough to hear it. And therefore you do actually tend to have an easier time with this energy than a lot of signs. I'm speaking here as a lot of fire. So for me, this is always something that I'm practicing. However, it's just a good reminder as well that if you are feeling that there is a relationship you want to have, or a move you want to make, or a business proposition that you're really thinking about putting out there, that sometimes your best ideas about it aren't going to come from you running around in circles and just working your butt off. They might really come from this quieter space. And once you release that resistance, this Fool energy comes in, and this, I mean, I cannot express this enough, you guys. There is a fresh beginning going on here. Something new is starting. Something really significant is starting for you, because that Fool is, it's getting to play the role of a lifetime, right? The Fool is us. It's the hero's journey. It is that step into the unknown. It is that following the path. It is leaving what's known into the unknown. It is the constant invitation, as Rob Bell puts it. And here it is. The journey begins. There's some kind of journey you guys are going through. And it's starting. The invitation is opening for you. Now, when I see the Fool, it is about the invitation, and it's about the saying yes. It's not about getting it all done this month. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. We are just opening this door. We're seeing that sunshine. We are seeing that new landscape, and we are saying, okay, yes, I'm going to take this leap of faith. But this is very positive energy, guys. I mean, all the energy in this reading is absolutely brilliant. I mean, even these two here, this is what comes up when we are asked to get bigger than our old version of ourselves, right? This is what comes up. So inherently, there's a positivity to these cards that is so powerful, because it's like, oh, you're being asked to grow somewhere new. No wonder you're having this reflex. Okay. Final three cards. The Major Arcana continues, and it's quite something. And it's continuing this thing with you guys. I swear, you are going to be such magnets this month. Like, your energy, there's something about your energy where people are going to notice that you are the ones kind of crackling in a good way, like crackling with ideas, crackling with movement, crackling with like energy, you know, because look at these last three. The Star, the Hierophant, Ace of Swords. This is awesome. This is awesome. Because we start off with one of the luckiest energies, right? The star makes me think of alchemy, but on the cosmic soul level. You know, we have the magician, we have temperance, we have these other alchemy energies, but the star is about us, the alchemy of soul and material, right? We are the fusion of both soul and physical, and we have both lenses. We have both the cosmic and the physical. And when we are growing into new skins, both spiritually and physically, I think a lot of you are going to be finding new health regimes. A lot of you are going to be finding new ways to eat or work out that really make you feel good, because I'm seeing a lot of like physical robustness in this energy for you all, which I love. So yeah, there's that way of finding a new lens, and then there's also finding a new lens and of who you are in this world and what you're doing in this world. And there's an alchemy going on between those two, because really, ideally, we need both. We need both to be functioning at a level that feels good to us in order to be our best selves. And that's a big part of your invitation, is to incorporate new practices into your routine that help you to feel really balanced and healthy and full. Because I will say this as well, you know, the star to me is the cosmic, you know, this is the alien energy. This is the part of us that is a part of this whole way bigger, vast thing. And then the Hierophant is the physical experience of religiousness, of being in and of this world and experiencing tradition and beauty and form in all of its luxury, right? So you have both of these. And I think one thing you're going to be noticing is, where do you find a balance between these? Where do you feel you're being pulled in one direction more or the other? Where do you need to pay more attention? The other thing with these two, for love or for deep, close relationships, these are energies of getting the type of close-knit relationships you need and want. Having these two together is absolutely that. And not only that, the last card here is about getting clarity on that front, right? Information is coming in. And as we get into Gemini season, as we get into that last 10 days of the month, 10 or 11 days of the month, your ability to communicate what you want and need, whether it be in relationship or whether it be in the business or the investment you're about to make or the life change you're about to make, you're going to be finding the words and the tools necessary to make the changes. So be on the lookout for how much things are going to be there. The beginning of this month, you're going to start with this sense of, I know I need to make changes. I pretty much know what they are, but I don't know where to start and I don't know how to express it. And as the month unfolds and as we get in through your season and we get into Gemini season, you're going to find this, what I'm seeing is the path clarifying significantly on practical levels and on a spiritual level. And I mean, there is a lot of practicality to this month. There's a lot that has to do for me with health and with getting and feeling good about your finances. So this is a great month, you guys, to do, you know, abundance meditations. I'm trying to think of the word and I can't even think of the word. Maybe I need to do an abundance meditation, but abundance meditations are great, you know, self-love meditations, all those kind of meditations just bring in that infusion of health and wealth, because those are big themes for this. And I do feel that you need that bedrock under you so that you can start to do this. Because like I said, a lot of what's going on this month as well is a whole bunch of invitations to huge identity shifts. And, you know, a huge identity shift is very well aided by a strong foundation underneath, right? A bedrock underneath. Then it makes it seem possible to shift like that. So there's a lot of duality going on here with you all, but a really great positive month. And like I said, people are going to be attracted to you. People are going to be attracted to Taurus this month. I mean, obviously it's your birthday month, but there's something else going on in the air. It's just awesome. So I'm going to close out there. I love you all so much. Shout out to Tiffany at PinkLune. I am wearing some of my favorite pieces of her. I was just like layering it on. In fact, this is one of the first pieces we ever worked on together, this pink jasper. And this is one of my favorite pieces ever, and it's such a grounding, beautiful energy. Of course, there's only one of these. However, her store is insane. Like, it is off the hook. Go check her out. 15% off for my subscribers. And she's one of the best, most wonderful people in my life. So I will leave her info below. I will also leave my website. I do personal readings with Skype, with video recording. My May calendar is a little crazy. So I'm going to be doing like a handful of pre-recorded readings throughout the month. So because if you look at my calendar for May, there aren't many session slots open till the end of the month, but I will be doing about a handful of recorded readings. So if you're interested in one of those, email me. I will put my email in the description box, and you can get in touch with me, and I would love to work with you for those of you interested in a personal reading just for you that I will record and send out. I really am so excited for you all. I'm so excited to see how you grow and what else you're going to bring into this beautiful world. You all are beautiful. I love you so much. I will see you in June. Please have a beautiful May.